Hello, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm Sandy of Lolly and Sand, and I talk over there, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Ontario, Canada. So welcome and thank you for joining me. I hope you had a lovely day. If you're in Southern Ontario, most of Ontario, maybe, I'm not 100% sure. We had some pretty nice weather, and I believe we're going up to my plus, not minus, 13 tomorrow, so it's going to be awesome. So did you do anything for Valentine's? I didn't, but I did enjoy some yummy food, and I'm just going to get my computer going. And hello, say hello as you're joining so I know you're there and that you can hear me. And all that fun stuff, because my sound's turned off. Because otherwise you get this double whammo buzzy thing. So I'm assuming you can hear me through my phone. Anyway, yeah, for dinner. Now, I don't eat all the things. I don't eat the chicken. I'm a vegetarian. I forget if I told you that in the past. I'm vegetarian. I have been for over 40 years, so the chicken didn't excite me at all tonight. I don't know why. But my daughter made, oh my gosh, she made this rustic bread that had Monterey Jack jalapeno cheese in it. Holy moly. And then my son-in-law made a huge cheesecake. Like, it was about that thick. And it started more, but how it squishes down when it's cooling. Anyway, oh my gosh, I had that too. And I had other food, but they don't matter. That stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just go for the good stuff, Anyway, like I said, do say hi so I know that you can hear me. I think you can hear me. Someone would have said something by now. Anyway, so are you excited? You are going to see a sneak peek of brand new products that aren't available yet. And you're like, why are you telling me this? Hey, Elsie. Because they're really beautiful. I want you to know about them, and you can add them to your starter kit. It's true. Alrighty. So I'm really excited. I have been sitting here since 6:30. My studio's in the basement and it's really cold, so I have a blanket over my legs, and this is a wool top, so it's really, the furnace isn't coming on with this milder weather. Not cooler, milder. All right, let's flip the camera. Okay, sorry about my hand. I think I say that every week. Sorry about my hand. Let's get it going the right direction. Let's turn it around so you can see my desktop, and let's move you up. Oh, and you know what else? Let's turn a light on so we can actually see what I've got here. Oh, and of course now there's going to be glare. I do apologize. Alrighty, so here it is. Now this is the start. I'm going to show you the parts of the suite that I got. There was just one stamp set I didn't get yet. You can't have everything. All right, so this is Irresistible Blooms, and this is the Irresistible Blooms bundle. So here we go here. If I just put on a little bit of a slant, there'll be less glare. Look at this fun font. And I like when they use two different fonts. You know that. I like you. I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. Thank you. We always need thank you cards. Hello, and hooray, it's your day. Not only that, you get these awesome images. So here's the two floral images, a three-part leaf and a two. This cute little spriggy thing here, and then who doesn't love? Oh, I forget what I'm going to call them. Dots, random dots, blobs, splatters, not spatter, splatter. Very, very cool. This is a set that you can do so many things with. You can just stamp it, number one. You can heat emboss and leave it. You can do an emboss resist, which means you're gonna emboss in clear and then add color to it. You can use your blends, you can, not blends, sorry. You can use your blends, but that's a different thought. You can use your blends, you can use your blending brushes, you can use your daubers. And there's also a technique, which I'm not doing tonight. I looked at it and I went, it's too messy for this time of day. It was about 4 o'clock when I thought I could add another card to this, and then went, no, no. So, what else? Anyway, it's really cool. And I'll show you. I'll do that one. I will do that one of these times. Alrighty. Now here's the dies. I'm really, when I saw the dies, I was like, holy moly. And I'll tell you why. All right. Oh, hey Marjorie. Welcome, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy sneak peek. So you do have, I have this all beside me so you can actually see what they look like cut out. So you have your floral images. You have your 3-leaf and your 2-leaf, and then you get a bunch of extra. Well, you have this little sprig. You get a bunch of extras. So you get these leaves that you can see through. See through? That's not really the right word. You get these cute little leaves. There's 3 of them. So it's 3 of these and 3 of these. And then you get this really cool. Oh, and I've used it so much, I still have stuff in it. Unbelievable. I've really used it a lot. And then this. I'm going to show you what these look like. Because looking at it like this, you're like, yeah, I'm guessing you're going, well, yippee. Yippee-ki-yay. So that's a lot of dies in this set. And gorgeous stamps. And of course, we are going to be stamping. And I am going to show you some extra cards too. All right, let's get that centered. Oh, let's open those dies back so you can see what goes with what. All right. I didn't mean see-through leaves. The leaves that have the cutout leaves, And then even these little guys, also little cutout. And that wee tiny piece that comes out of it, which I have put in the recycle, you could actually use that as a leaf as well. So I did some random stamping so you could see there's the leaves, there's the 2 images, and then I wanted to show you this. Now, what it really does is it cuts out this, and this would remain on the card. And then, of course, like any stamper is going to go, but what if I don't want it on the card? What if I want it loosey-goosey? Like I want it on the card, but I want it loose. So all I did was I carefully cut around each of these and then took my scissors and kind of rounded them just a little bit because they were kind of flat. And there you go. I just think that is terrific. This is the piece that made me, that actually sealed the deal for me. Okay. And the reason why is when I was, I'm going to age myself. When I was growing up and my parents were putting an addition on the house, so my sister and I would share a bedroom. My sister and I didn't get along. Shock. And we were going to have a divider between the room, and it was going to be something like this. So we're talking about 1969, I believe. And this divider would have had like beads and all kinds of like real groovy kind of 60s hippie stuff. We didn't get that. We did get 2 different carpets in the room, which is weird. Green and blue shag, then just a green, like a olive green Berber, and then the green and white shag again. Green and blue shag again. It was really ugly. You thought I was going to say pretty, but it was really ugly. At the time, though, I'm a kid. I didn't have any say in it, so what can I say? So now I did say you can add this to your starter kit. If you don't want to join, that's fine. You can purchase this, any of the products I'm going to show you, on March 1st. Cool. The thing is, if you join, you're getting way more value. So let's go with you don't want the mini emboss and cut machine. For $135, you get to choose $225 in goodies. That is substantial. And times are tough, right? So get more for your money when you can. And I think I've said this before. We've had 2 Sale-A-Brations in previous years. There will only be one So this is the only one, and this is a fabulous offer. You get to customize your starter kit. You don't have to get this. If you do want to get this, so in your starter kit, you need to contact me, because I need to give you the numbers and the prices and all that, so you know what it is, where you're at. We call it your starter kit, your joining kit. Ships to your home free. That is also substantial. And in most provinces, there's no tax on the kit. So you can purchase this March the 1st going forward. You can pay the shipping, you can pay the tax, and you can get dollar for dollar value, or you can get this huge deal. I would go for the huge deal, frankly. I have other posts that have all the joining things. And I think what I'll do, if I remember, because I have a terrible memory, is I'll go in after and I'll add all the joining goodies. I have the link there, and I have the shopping link there as well. But I think it's always nice to have all the information. I always want you to have all the information. Okay, let's not look at a bare desk. Let's get working. Alrighty. So I have card number 1. I have lost these before, believe it or not. So now I keep it right on my desk. That is your silicone sheet. That's what's going to help keep your desk from getting gluey. All right, so let's get started. Hey, wait a minute. Hold the horses, Sandy. What did I say? I was going to show you. Oh, what a doorknob. I was going to show you the 6x6 DSP. You get 48 of these 6x6 pieces, 4 of each design, and there's 12 designs. So here we go. And I'll flip everything over when we're done. I just want you to take a look at how gorgeous that is. If nothing else, get the paper. The cool thing with this is the dies will cut out this, and the little sprig. Cool. There's that groovy room divider. I'm going to call it a room divider. Also cuts out these. This one. I'm going to show you in a card that I've already completed how gorgeous this is. I mean, it is gorgeous. Even if you're just putting it, straight on a card. Very, very pretty. I haven't used that one yet. You may have guessed this. Your dies will cut out these. Yep, if you don't want to ink anything, you don't have to. This one is absolutely stunning. This is one of my favorites. So you can chime in at any time and say, holy moly, I love that. I love that. Oh, and Gail has joined us. Hello, Gail. Oh, thank you for liking and sharing. Oh, at any time, yes, please share my video. That helps me. I hope it helps me. This one's really pretty. We're using this one tonight. Also very pretty. Can also be cut out. I love that one too. It almost looks like it's got some depth with the lighter color in between there. Really, really pretty. And then, well, who doesn't like any kind of geometric design? All right, let's flip them over. Now these are more of your, what do you call them? Kind of watercolor, a little more graphic looking. Really pretty. You can stamp right on these. In case you weren't sure, you can stamp right on these. And in case you're wondering, I am going to go over the, look at that with the, it looks like white paint was splattered on it. Really pretty. Oh, and look what showed up again. My room divider. And that. And that. I haven't figured this one out yet, what I'm going to do with that. Look at the colors. Oh. It's hard to say, I'm going to cut this, when you know what's on the other side. There we go. Beautiful. A little more geometric, like the dark green. And like so. They're so beautiful. So I kept this handy so I could show you. The name of the paper is Hello Irresistible. And the colors are, oh good gracious, let me get that closer. Okay, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon. Ooh, that is a previous color. Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock is one of my favorite colors ever, and Soft Seafoam. So there's some chit chat about maybe those two colors coming back. True. Okay, a couple more things. the loose, I had, upside down, loose frosted dots. The best way for me to show you is on a card, but loose means they have no adhesive on the back. And you have got Pretty Peacock, turn over. That should be Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to guess Petal Pink. Oh, that's not a Petal Pink. And they're in all kinds of different sizes, and there's loads in there. And I did use quite a bit. Now, when I say loads, it probably means, oh, I can't read that print. Cannot read that print. So sorry. If you can't read it, move on. Okay. You also know that I love embossing folders. And I will show you how each of these looks. This, maybe that, I don't know. Wait, let's try this. Oh, that should help. That's like a crosshatch pattern that I was just admiring on one of my friends. She has shears, or well, I guess they're drapes or not, because shears probably couldn't get the design. And they're in white, and it had that pattern on it. And I'm like, wow, how trendy was that? This is a 3-pack, by the way. And they're all 3D, so 3D 3-pack. I'm not sure what these are. I've heard people say starfish. I've heard people say poinsettias. I am not sure. But it's really pretty, and you'll see that on one of the cards tonight. And then this one. I love dots. I love dots, but wait till you see. I will show you something very cool. All right. Was that everything, Sandy? No, it isn't. Good gracious, there's more. Okay, I also got this paper. I'm going to take it out of the packet. I should have had it ready. Sorry for the big noise. This is the Naturally Gilded 12 by 12 specialty paper, and clearly 12 by 12. So you get 6 sheets, and here we go. Okay, I know there's going to be a lot of glare on you. This is gold with the very vanilla in the background. Silver with white. Isn't that beautiful? And apparently you can use your blending brushes and change the color of these. Ooh, now I think after you've done that, you're going to want a cloth, paper towel or cloth or whatever, because the ink won't stick to this, and you're going to want to clean that part off. So the ink then will just stick to the white or the ivory parts. Now this one, now that I have my metallics, embossing powders, back into copper again. Look at that, the copper. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, the paper is stunning. And that can also be added to your starter kit. If you're on the fence and you want to talk about it, then we'll talk, okay? We will talk. Maybe not tomorrow, though, because guess what? I finally have an appointment with an ear, nose, and throat guy because my hearing's really terrible. My left ear, I can barely hear out of it. So we'll find out what's going on there. All right, so this is basic white, just the regular, not the thick. 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have used my bone folder on that. All right, so here's the crosshatch in beautiful, I was going to say living color, but I keep hearing that white's not really a color. And I'm going to tell you the size once I look at this. Okay, so this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. All right, now remember that paper I said was so beautiful? We're using a piece of it. So this is top to bottom the same, so it's 5 3/8. And all I did was I used, now I wrote it down because I wasn't going to remember the name of it, basic border dies, and just kind of cut out this little part because I love white and green together. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know how much I love those colors together. So we're going to get gluing. Let's get on with it. Holy moly. Alrighty. This is the new one, and I just took the big glue boogie off before we started. Okay, that is more glue than I would like, so I'm just going to drag some of it. Drag, 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 drag. Hey, I wonder if you could do me a favor. If you're on Instagram, and if you like my cards, I just want to see them all at the same time, I would love for you to follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to get to 500. I don't know why. I set these goals, you know. All right. So what I did is I wanted to make sure, and I'm still going to move that a bit. There we go. I want to make sure it's right to the edge. Like, to me, that's really pretty. And it's going to go just like that. Alrighty. Oh, I see Kathy has joined us. Hey, Kathy. You would have seen this in our team meeting last night. Well, not the cards. Anyway, let's go back to it. So if you can follow me on Instagram, I'm Lolly and Sand. Not real hard to find. Hello, Lisa. Not really hard to find. Lolly and Sand. It's the same on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, that would also be wonderful if you would subscribe there. And if you're joining me, I don't really think we have any completely new people here tonight, but if you are new watching a replay, then be sure to say hello. All right, so this is cut out right from the paper. I wasn't being lazy. I just thought it was really pretty, so I'd do that. Just cut it from the paper. Just say, how cool is that? Now, what I also did is I cut a white piece because I'm going to pop this up, and I just find by supporting it, this is a tip, support your DSP. It's nice and thin. It'll just work nice with your design, because nobody likes to have their pieces get smushed in the mail. So I was going to show you something about the dies too. I was watching another demonstrator, and she said, "Oh, okay, I can't do this. I can't right now. I can't. I'm on a live, right? Can't figure out how these are going to get die cut. So I'm going to give you a hint." It was like, do they go this way, this way, this way? What I did is I said, do you see these three? I'm going to call them little bumps at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. You're just going to line it up like that and die cut. If you always, it's the same with the smaller one too. Just the same. Look at the bumps on the bottom and line it up. So you won't be like, does it go this way, this way, this way, you know? Because that's frustrating. And we want to get on with card making, don't we? We do. Alrighty. So I have already done the heat embossing. So this is white heat embossing on basic gray. I don't even have samples for these. These are the cards. I wanted to kind of fly by the seat of my pants. So this, I don't know why is tied in knot, but I'll get rid of that. Will I? I will. And if not, I have the roll. So this is the Simply Elegant trim. I know I'm going to use it. I'm just not sure how yet, but I have an idea, because it's the thing I like doing. There we go. Open, 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 open. Before I cut you. Da, 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 da. Well, I never realized. Oh, you know why? I know why it's doing that. I know why it's doing that. Because in a previous video, I put a glue dot there. So that's why it wasn't open. Why won't this cooperate with me? All right. Before I put this on, I'm going to get my glue dots out. And nope. And my take your pick tool. Okay. If you don't have our glue dots, add those to your list. There's two ways of doing this. One, you can use glue dots, which I'm not really sure why I'm doing. Two, you can use do it this way, the proper way, stamp and seal. What I'm going to do is attach this to the back, and it just helps. There we go. Yeah, I don't want glue dots, because I don't know where this is going to go. And now you see why I have the silicone sheet here. Just if you wonder how many times I've stuck things to my desk, yeah, now you know. Alrighty, so let's just go. That's the top, that's the bottom. And it's a small, you know how sometimes I cut and I'm like, okay, I don't want to waste it. This is small enough that I'm not really concerned. If it's a really big image, I'm going to cut and do a loop and cut and do a loop and do everything separately. And I'm going to have scissors. I'm going to have scissors. And cut that right about there. And then I want two tails, so then we'll just cut. This is the part where you just kind of piece it. And if I want to cut those down, I can do that. I'm liking that. Let's see how we want this to go. Now I want my glue dots, for real. Now you could put these leaves on first, or you can wait, like moi. Okay, so what I'm going to do, put the glue dot on top of the leaf, and just press it in. Probably would have been a better idea because it wouldn't be on top of there, but that's going to stay put. I'm not concerned about it running away on me. And these two, looks like it goes that way. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so another, get up here, another glue dot. I don't even know, I can't see the video because I just want to, I know I can't always look at comments. I'm going to move that and bring in this again because I don't think that's sticking down as nice as I would like it to. So there's always a way to hide your work behind your work. Indeed. And let's put these two like that. This is just a really, like I said, it's a simple card. Not sure where this is going yet. I fussy cut that, by the way. I looked at how light this was and saw this is very delicate, this is delicate, and I didn't want to die cut something big. So that was my reasoning behind that. And we're going to use dimensionals because you know when you pop up things on your cards, it just gives it more life, more depth. And I like that. All right, you can use your fingernails, you can use your take your pick tool, whatever you want to do. Now, let's take a look at this. Probably about there. Let's separate that a bit more. I'm not centering it though. It's still south of center. That could go there. I don't like it there. I don't really like it. Well, that's not terrible. It's this side or that side, pretty much. So I'm putting the minis on just so I can. I don't like it covering the leaves because I think the leaves are really pretty. Maybe right about there. Yeah, cover that leaf a little bit. That one's okay. And I'm just taking the backings off. Oopsie. There. So Sale-A-Bration is still on, just so you know. I should mention that. And although, like I said, you can't purchase this right now, you will be able to on March the 1st, along with some other goodies. Okay, it's on there and I don't like it. You know, my screen keeps going black. I don't want it over the flower. You know what I could do? Could I? Oh no, I put two on. I think I'm going to go over this side. This side, yeah. No. This is what happens when you haven't designed the card ahead of time. Decisions, my friends. Uh-oh. That might be crooked. The cool thing about when you have embossing is that it's easy to take things back off. I don't think I didn't bring any gems with me. What have I got here? Ew, I'm not sure. I like to do it this way. Go underneath and see what it looks like. I may have to add those. I used all the small ones. How about this pink? I'm not sure I like it with the peachy flower. No, not those. We'll set that aside for now. So that's card number 1. We'll get to it. We'll figure it out. All right, card number 2. Same card base, 4 1/4. Oops. Hang on, stuff's falling out of the inside. This one I did do the inside. That one I did. So 4 1/4 by 11, score at 5 1/2. There we go. And like I said, I was going to use one of those sheets of, I feel like it goes that way, but I don't think it's really directional, of DSP, or some of it. And this one is, let me think, oh, let me grab a ruler. I don't know why it helps me to see it on here. Oh, just let me look at it this way. That is 4, should be by 5 1/4. Yep, 4 by 5 1/4. And that's just going to go right like that. So let's get that on before we get to the other items. Is anyone else a fan of green and white? Like how fresh it looks, and it's just, oh, it's pretty. I mean, there's lots of other beautiful colors, of course. All right, let me just check. All right. I like my wiggle room. Ay, not when it goes like that. I like my wiggle room, but not when I push the whole thing. We'll have a little glue cleanup later. All right. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so I did say I was going to show you this. So this is the embossing folder with the dots, but check this out. Okay, so now if you're seeing what I'm seeing, the first thing when I embossed this, I looked at it and went, golf ball 100%. So you have, if you're going to die cut it into a golf ball, this is the deboss side, this is the emboss. Emboss sticks up. You want to cut it first, so die cut it first, and then put it through the embossing folder. Because what will happen is if you do it the opposite, if you do the embossing first and then die cut it, it could get squashed. So do it the die cutting first. So this piece is 3x3, just a little piece. And again, I have no sample. We're going by the seat of our pants here again. I don't even know now. Maybe someone can tell me. I put it away and I don't know what set this is from. This is not from the set that we're using tonight. It's not from the Irresistible Blooms. I just wanted a just because card. I really did. Yes. Hey Peggy, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, so I decided, was it last week or a week before I had gray flowers and now I have a black flower. I haven't decided how this card's going to look either. I will tell you that I did stamp leaves in soft seafoam and die cut them, obviously. I'm going to save one because I'm going to need one for the inside. I might save two, I don't know yet. So where this is going, I don't know. But you know me and that whole centering things. It doesn't work for me. Is it wrong that I feel like having another piece of cheesecake? It's plain cheesecake. Oh, I had strawberries, fresh strawberries on it. I feel like I want to go over this side. So that is my centering issue. I don't really care about top and bottom, although it looks fairly even. That's not horrible. And then I have this and kind of like that. But let's see where that sentiment's going to go. Now, I did heat emboss in white. I haven't finished cutting it though. I think I thought maybe I would fussy cut around it, but instead, before I do that, if I decide to do that, I'm going to use my trimmer and take off a bit here. Make more cards so I have to show you when we're done. 3 more cards. I made a mistake. Oh, shock. I made a mistake. I had posted in the team page that this month's Instagram hop was fun fold. So I made a fun fold. I am ready ahead of time. Yeah, that's next month. So I had to take that back. And sorry, everybody, make a different card. And as it turns out, I still feel like cutting that, but I will resist. Deciding. Anyway, so you get to see the fun fold card. And then, I just noticed there's a little corner here that I don't like. And then, tomorrow, check back, because I'm looking for my large, there they are. I was looking for these. Because our InstaHop is tomorrow, Feb 15th. And you can check out, nope, not this time. This time I am going to put this on first. You can check out all the designs of the team, which are not fun folds, not this month. Let's put that on there. And that on there. I like the leaves. I'm going to put more leaves on. So it should be fun. And I always find, like, I mean, I like my cards, and I'm not being, you know, a weirdo snob about it. I like my cards, but when we do an Instagram hop or a blog hop, I always like to step them up a bit. So it's different. I think I kind of like it like that. Okay, your thoughts. Shall I fussy cut this or leave it as just because? While you're thinking about that, I'm going to do the inside. So I can fussy cut around here or not. Let me make sure this is the right size. So I cut this piece to be the same as the front. So it is 4 by 5 1/4. And this is for the inside. And oh look, I have the small one too. I actually originally thought I was going to put 2 on, and then I went, I think with that and this size of the border there, that I just wanted to use 1. All right, so this will be, oh, is it 1/2 inch? Hang on, you know how I like to give you the, nope, it's 3/4. 3/4 of an inch by 4. Yes, by 4. All right. Hello, Valerie. Oh, yes, good afternoon. It is, what time is it here? 7:37. Uh-oh, someone got too chatty, and I still have more cards to show you. Hurry! Okay, I'm not doing the whole thing because it really doesn't need it. Plus, this is going to go on top. This is another side to side. You see why I'm making use of my silicone pad? Really, really helps. Keep the mess off my desk. And I think I'll go in this corner for this one. Yep, I think so. I'm not popping it up because the card already has pop-up. Sometimes I do. Pop up on the inside. Fussy cut or trim off some black. Woo, okay. I know it's just a little bit more than I want. The thing is, it's because of the J. If everything was flat like this, it would just be a straight cut, which would be so nice. But it isn't. Should I go that way? No, I'm going to go that way, that way. I'm okay with it going into where you would write. I really am. Okay, so Elsie says fussy cut. And now I say this, it shouldn't be a difficult fussy cut. We'll see how that goes. All right. So let's just, while we're here and nothing's attached there, we'll put this on the inside of the card. So it matches the front, but it's a little bit different. All right. I think my grandson's in the bath. I can hear him through the vents, which is nice. He's not feeling well at all today, at all. Had ouchy tummy all day, and we'll leave it at that. Oh yeah, I just forgot it's a smaller board. I'm like, why does that not look right? Usually I do my usual little 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so we're going to give this a little bit. Let's move that out of the way. I'm gonna, what? I am not your best fussy cutter, because normally I have my light right down at the desk. Oh, I didn't even look to see if that's in the way this time. Uh-oh, I haven't even looked. Oh no, it's good. Phew. 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 I know it's move the paper, not your scissors. But I still want to, oh, I didn't get close enough. Thing is, I can always go over it. If I'm going to fussy cut, I'm going to make, you know, bumpy lines and all that. Whew, I thought I cut off the J there for a second. And we'll have to go in here. I don't know how the fussy cutting on sentiments started happening. Maybe it's been going on for years and I hadn't noticed. I mean, I've been doing it for a while. But I really love it. Especially if you have something delicate and you just don't want to be yelling, you know? You just don't want to be yelling. That's better. Not perfect. It'll bug me if I don't do this. And in case you didn't know, we have got black dimensionals. All right, which I'm going to grab. Well, I found the big ones, so they'll do. All right, let's finish this puppy. Goes that way. Goes that way. And I believe for once this ribbon doesn't go. I could have sworn though that I had my black twine there. Let's just do it without, see what happens. So this can go on regular dimensionals. This is so thin though, I'm gonna cut them down. Cut them down to size. Oops, I think I took the back off already. Elsie hates fussy cutting. So, oh, you know what? Just practice on magazines or whatever, and it does get easier. I just want to grab some trim. This is my other favorite trim because it just adds. It's a glittered organdy. There's a little bit of pink in there. I don't know if you can see that. A little bit of pink, a little bit of green works for me. So that's going to go there. And maybe what I'll just do, oh, I already put that on. See, I broke my own rules. But that's okay, because we can do it this way. Bring out your stamp and seal. See how long this is. Upside down and backwards. I'm not rushing. I am not rushing. I think I watched, well, I was busy doing things here, but I think I watched Kylie Bertucci for an hour and a half today, whilst just getting the final touches on the cards and getting my desk cleaned, etc., etc. And it was it's kind of nice just to sit and listen while you're busy. It always inspires me. There, I would like that a little smaller. I would like that a little smaller. Looked like too much of a bubble on the top. It's facing that way. This one. Okay, so this is how I do this. This is so much fun. Okay, so that's pretty thin. This, if I take this off, you can see this edge here. I'm sure you're all familiar with dimensionals. And I'm just going to cut. I'm just going to cut that a little more even. Boop. Alrighty. If I do happen to find from this one, if I do happen to find the stamp set, I will write down or go back in and edit and show what it was, because I can't believe I put it. Of course I put it away, but I can't believe I can't remember what set I got it from. Now this one, nope, I think I'm going to go right here. If you're wondering why I do this, the way I was taught card making is this is disjointed. They're not touching. These are touching, which is great. But if you want to bring it all together, just have your sentiment. And I was just looking at Kathy's comment just as I was starting to put that down. It shows the pretty flower design on the, you know what? I agree. I think that's probably, well, I wanted to see something stark against this. So there we go. I'm not going to embellish this one either. I've not even taken photos, so when you see these photos on Instagram, please follow me. If you see them on Instagram, they may have, oh my goodness, some dots on them. Okay, so there's those two. Let's make some space. Here we go. Okay, this one here. These are some of the dots. Now, I went a little bit hog crazy, you may notice. A little bit. I like them looking like a waterfall. And if you think this is glue, it isn't. It's Wink Stella, like all these little dots in here. I kind of went right there and just added it. So with these, I stamped them in Calypso Coral, and then I took my blending brushes, and actually I mixed it with, what was the other color? Oh, Mango Melody. Mango Melody? If that's the yellowy color. I always get that mixed up with the pinky one. Anyway, and I just took my blending brushes and just went over them just a little bit to add a little bit of color. That hello is from the the stamp set, and as is this, so you can see this in action on the page, and there's that beautiful embossing folder. And I believe this is Pear Pizzazz, and this is Flirty Flamingo. Flirty Flamingo? Yeah, Flirty Flamingo. I'm sorry, I got the color wrong. Okay, card number 2. This is the card I made for the blog hop, or the Instagram hop that is not tomorrow. So what I did is I cut this flower along here. I've covered up most of it because I really don't like when you can see lines. But then I thought it was too plain, so I die cut another flower there, and there's the thank you. I got a little slap happy with splatter, that's what it is. I got a little slap happy. I first did it in the same color in the, that looks like Calypso Coral to me. Could be Flirty Flamingo. I'll find out. Anyway, and then I white embossed, so it got a little bit busy. So there's the card. There's my room divider again. This is more of that same sheet of paper. It's just over further. It'll be over here because this is 6 by 6. And I think these are an inch wide. This is called I was watching the Glitter Pit. It's a modified Z. They quite often go this direction, but I went that way, like Dawn. Okay, so that's that. And then this is the one I was working on this afternoon, and this is where you get to see the third embossing folder. All right, so what I did, this is, hang on. I should tell you where it's from, because it's from the annual catalog. It's from really beautiful paper called Sun Prints. Kind of looks like that. It's what a mess. It's all a bunch of pieces now. For the card, this will be soft seafoam. These are leaves from another set that I used a couple weeks ago. I can't remember the name of. This is heat embossed in black. And then I thought, go for it, because I really wanted something bold. I used my dark Night of Navy Stampin' Blend. And like I said, just a piece of this and a piece of that. There's some of that same ribbon again. The Hello I've fussy cut. And also, oh, that's funny. I did that one in black and that one in white. I just noticed that. Oops, there's the elegant trim. And these are the 20, 21, 20, 23 in color dots, I believe. So there they are. And again, there's one more tomorrow. There's one more tomorrow, which is really for the Instagram hop. So you'll see that as of 8 a.m. tomorrow, provided it posts. There, can we get them all in? I think we can. I have to say, my two favorites are these. I love the contrast, but, you know, to each his own. Peggy likes the blue. I've never used the Night of Navy on a flower, and I decided to leave that plain. I just didn't want to add another color, you know. Anyway, my friends, let's see if I wrote anything else down. No, I appreciate your comments. I really appreciate your comments. It really helps. Comments help. I think this one's, yeah, love on Facebook, thumbs up on Instagram, love on on YouTube. I'm getting them mixed up. Anyway, what I'm trying to remind myself what I was saying. Oh yeah, follow me, thumbs up, subscribe, shop with me, please, and you can join my team. And do contact me if you're interested in this suite of products, so we can go over that. Okay, I'm going to see you next Tuesday. How exciting. Have yourself a wonderful week. I've decided not to eat another piece of cheesecake. That would be bad. And I will see you. So, bye-bye, friends.